We can all admit that the tinier an animal is, the cuter it seems to be. There's just something that makes us go crazy for a delicate creature that can fit into the palm of your hand. Hummingbirds take the cake when it comes to cuteness overload. Their fluttery wings and innocent eyes make them the ideal animal for an AWW moment. However, very few of us ever get to spend time with a hummingbird up close. Not only are they very fragile, but they are also super shy and tend to stay away from people unless they are truly in desperate need of help. One day, Vancouver, British Columbia, resident Benjamin Danforth and his partner found a small rufous hummingbird on the sidewalk. The bird seemed like it was injured somehow, and even though the pair didn't know exactly how to take care of that sort of animal, they hoped they could make a difference nevertheless. Benjamin quickly fashioned a makeshift nest for the sick bird using an old bath towel that he warmed up. He hoped the teeny creature would be able to rest inside of it while he researched what could be ailing the little fellow. He didn't know what the problem was, but it was clear this birdie wasn't doing well. Benjamin and his partner suspected that he might just be hungry and thirsty. So they filled an empty eye-drop bottle with sugar water and let the hummingbird enjoy some much-needed sips. Then, they brought him to an animal care center for an expert's help. It should be noted that, if you ever encounter a sick or injured animal, especially a bird, you should immediately contact animal control before you approach it or take it into your home. Not only could the animal harm you, but in trying to treat it, you might accidentally cause it more harm. Thankfully, that wasn't the case with this little bird. When Benjamin and his partner arrived at the veterinarian's office, they received some amazing news. It turned out that their diagnosis was right, and all the bird needed was more food and water. The vet suspected that the poor little thing was used to getting all his nutrients from a local hummingbird feeder that had been removed. Feeding birds can seem like a nice and harmless hobby. After all, who doesn't love to have a few feathered friends flocking their front yard to sing beautiful songs? But the truth is, birds can come to rely solely on that food source, which isn't ideal or safe for the bird. That doesn't mean you have to stop using your bird feeders. Just try to make sure that what you're feeding them is as close to their natural diet as possible, and do your best to provide food during the months they would naturally be able to find it. If the birds you are feeding are hummingbirds, that means you might want to consider putting up something besides sugar water. While that is a nice treat for them, vitamin-rich fruit and berry juices make a great supplement to their diet and mimic what they would find in the wild. If you try and stay in line with what Mother Nature provides, there is no reason your yard can't still be home to a bevy of avian friends. There's no denying the beauty of a hummingbird. Just make sure you do your part to keep them healthy.